ABC General Hospital spoilers reveal that these days, as I sit with my morning coffee and tune in, I feel that familiar rush of excitement mixed with the town has always had its share of drama, but right now it feels like everything is building towards something big, something that could change lives forever. I've seen couples come and go over the decades, and the latest developments have me shaking my head. Take Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan. I've always had a soft spot for Carly. She's tough as nails, but she has a heart that gets her into trouble. Lately, she's been tangled up with Brennan, and it seemed like there might be something real there. But from what I'm seeing, that relationship is already cracking under the weight of secrets. Carly has been protecting Valentin Cassadine, even plotting with him, and when Brennan finds out, and he will, mark my words, it's going to be explosive. I've watched Carly weather storms before, but this one feels different, like it might finally push her to question who she can truly trust. Will they patch things up? Maybe someday, but not before some painful truths come out. That's the beauty of this show. It reminds us that love in Port Charles is rarely simple or everlasting. Then there's the whole situation with Michael Corinthos and Jacinda. Willow has been determined to keep Jacinda away from the children, and I can understand a mother's protective instincts, even if I don't always agree with her methods. Willow has grown so much, yet she's letting her fears drive her to interfere in ways that could destroy Michael's happiness. I've seen blended families work miracles on this show, and I've seen them fall apart. If Willow succeeds in pushing Jacinda out, it won't just hurt Michael, it could ripple through the whole Corinthos clan. I've been rooting for Michael to find some peace after everything he's been through, but with Willow's interference, it feels like another heartbreak is brewing. It's these personal stakes that keep me coming back. They feel so real, even in the midst of all the larger-than-life danger. Speaking of danger, my heart aches for Lulu Spencer and that young man she's been seeing, the one calling himself Nathan West, but who we now know has ties to Cassius Faison. Oh, Lulu has been through enough in her life. The deception at the core of this relationship is heartbreaking. Cassius is hiding his true intentions, working in the shadows with figures like Jen Sidwell and Ross Cullum. I've watched Lulu fight for her family time and again, and this secret feels like it's destined to shatter her trust. Even if Cassius has noble reasons protecting young Rocco in that shooting incident, it doesn't erase the lies. I've seen too many relationships on GH crumble under the weight of hidden identities, and this one has all the signs of heading the same way. But that's what makes it compelling. You can't help but hope against hope that love might win out. Jordan Ashford's story has been particularly touching for me. After her accident, she's struggling not just with physical recovery, but with deep emotional scars and worries about her appearance. I've known characters like Jordan for years strong, independent women who suddenly feel vulnerable. Her fears about those permanent scars and the upcoming baby that Curtis will share parenting duties for with Portia, it's a lot for any woman to carry. I wouldn't be surprised if she pushes Curtis away in the coming months. Self-doubt can be a powerful force, and I've seen it strain even the strongest marriages on this show. Jordan deserves happiness, but right now, it feels like she's fighting an internal battle that might lead her to isolate herself. My heart goes out to her and to Curtis too. These stories of healing and doubt feel so grounded even in a world of mobsters and spies. But what has really gripped me lately is the escalating tension surrounding Ross Cullum and the web of danger closing in on so many beloved characters. Cullum isn't just any threat, he's calculated, pulling strings that affect Sunny, Willow, Valentin, and Carly in ways that keep me on the edge of my seat. From what I've gathered, he's planning moves that could upend the careful balances everyone has tried to maintain. And the way the town is rallying to protect young Rocco Falconeri, the real one who fired that shot at Cullum on the pier, it's creating a whole new level of madness. Jason Morgan taking the fall to shield the boy shows the kind of loyalty that defines Port Charles at its best and its most dangerous. I've watched Jason protect his family for decades, and this sacrifice feels like classic Jason, but it also heightens the stakes. If Cullum starts digging deeper, especially with memories of visitors to his hospital room, more lives could be at risk. The protectiveness around Rocco is touching, but it's also pulling everyone into riskier territory. It's proof that one secret can spiral into something far bigger, and right now, that spiral feels unstoppable. Amid all this, Ethan's return has brought a fresh layer of intrigue that I didn't see coming. Seeing him back in Port Charles after so long away has been a joy, especially as he reconnects with Christina and seeks work with Sonny. But there's more to it, isn't there? The whispers and developments suggest Ethan is operating with a deeper purpose, possibly as a WSB sleeper agent positioned to take on Cullum himself. If that's true, it's one of the smartest twists we've had in years. I've followed Ethan's journey since his Luke Spencer days, and this evolution feels earned. It adds hope to the chaos. Maybe someone from inside the system can help turn the tide against these villains. Yet it also brings new shocks. Will Sonny discover the full truth? How will it affect the family? These questions keep me guessing, and that's why I love this show after all these years. It constantly reinvents itself while honoring the history. Of course, with danger this intense, it's only natural to worry about what comes next. The air in Port Charles feels heavier lately, like a confirmed loss is looming that will send ripples of grief through the community. I've seen deaths shake the town before, some expected, others devastating, and this one feels like it could mark a turning point. Whether it's tied to the Cullum-Sidwell alliance or the fallout from protecting Rocco, the potential for tragedy reminds me why I stay invested. These characters aren't just faces on a screen. Over the decades, they've become like extended family. A loss here would hurt, but it would also open doors for new stories of resilience and healing. That's the cycle of life in Port Charles: pain, followed by strength. I have to admit, as someone who's cheered for Sonny through every mob war and rooted for the Quartermain's endless schemes, this current arc has me more engaged than I've been in a while. The way Cullum's plans seem aimed at dismantling the calculations and alliances of key players like Sonny, Willow, Valentin, and Carly creates this sense of urgency. Everyone is interconnected, and one wrong move could bring it all crashing down. Yet that's also where the excitement lies. The show is delivering layered storytelling, romantic heartaches alongside life or death threats, personal growth mixed with shocking betrayals. It's the kind of balance that has kept General Hospital thriving for over 60 years. Sometimes I wonder if the writers know exactly how much we longtime viewers cherish these moments. When Lulu learns the full extent of Cassius's deceptions, or when Jordan confronts her insecurities head-on, or when Ethan's true role emerges, it all builds this incredible momentum. The protection of Rocco, even as it risks exposing more secrets, shows the heart of the show. Family above all, no matter the cost. And with a death on the horizon, Port Charles is heading into a period of crisis that will test everyone. I can't wait to see how they rise from it. If there's one thing I've learned from decades of watching, it's that no matter how dark things get, there's always a glimmer of hope. New alliances form, old wounds heal, or at least scar over, and love finds a way, sometimes in the most unexpected places. Right now, the heat is on in Port Charles like never before. Cullum's schemes, the WSB entanglements, the family secrets bubbling up, it's all leading somewhere thrilling. I encourage every fan, especially those who've been here as long as I have, to keep watching closely. The stories unfolding now aren't just entertaining, they're a reminder of why we fell in love with this show in the first place. The drama is real, the emotions run deep, and the next chapter is bound to be unforgettable. Port Charles has my heart, and it always will. Bring on whatever comes next, I'm ready.